Saving is setting money aside for a purpose. Investment is sending money on assignment for a return. Savings is setting money aside for a purpose. Investment is sending money on assignment for a return. So repeat after me. Savings is setting money aside for a purpose. Investment is sending money on assignment for a return. So savings is not an investment. Savings is not an investment, but you save so that you can invest. Savings is not an investment, but you save so that you can what? So that you can invest. So that is why you need to save, so that you'll be able to invest money. So developing an investment plan will become a reality when you have saved money that you can now utilize for that investment. So when we talk about developing an investment plan, you can now decide to say, okay, I want to open a retirement savings account, and I'm going to be saving money in that retirement savings account, and when that money is up to this amount, I'm now going to invest that money. Or I'm going to put money in a portfolio account. I'm going to be buying shares and stocks. I'm going to be trading in crypto or forex. For those of you that want to explore that, I don't do that, so I'm just saying it's something that some people decide to do. But the purpose is to now raise money that you can now use for investment. So your investment plan, therefore, should include things that have a level of security. So what are the things that you can explore as an investment plan for your retirement? Number one, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. You can explore taking money, gathering money to start a business. To start a business so that you can build the business, and then the business will now build you. So if you say, okay, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to build this business for 20-25 years, and then you put 20-25 years of your life in that business, and the business grows to a level where it can now take care of you, then that business can now become your retirement plan, and then you can even leave the business for people to run. So your children don't have to run the business, because sometimes people say, I want to start a business so that I can hand over to my children. Not necessarily, because the children may not be interested in the business. So if you are starting the business, don't start it because you want to hand it over to your children. Start the business because you want to offer value and make a difference in your world. And then when it's time and your children are not interested, put it in a trust, get managers to come and manage the business, and then your children will still retain the ownership and the control. So you can hand over the management of your business to people, but you don't hand over the control of the business. So you still have the control, you still have the controlling shares and ownership of the business, but people manage it, and then you put it in a trust. Okay, every month or every year, this goes to these people, and then they can pursue their dream and do whatever they want to do, and then they'll still be able to earn from that business. So one of the investment that you can put in place for your retirement is what? Entrepreneurship. Number two is investing in other people's businesses. So you become a part owner. So imagine now that you own, for those of us in this part of the world, let's say maybe Flutterwave and Paystack and all these different, is it Unicorn they call them now? All these different fintech company, I think we have Kuda, Puda, OPay, PalmPay, all these different fintech company. Imagine now that you own 20% of those businesses. So investing for retirement can then be you having an investment in a company, not shareholding as in you are buying shares in the open market, but being a part owner, an equity owner of a company where you own 10-20% of a company. And you can begin to do that by saying, so for me, for instance, I'm a venture capitalist, and as a venture capitalist, I look out for businesses that are starting out, young people that have potential, and I invest into them. Many have failed, some have succeeded. So imagine that you now say, okay, I'm going to put this money aside for those kind of investment. So imagine now that you do that for some businesses. Let's imagine now that you did investment in 20. And out of the 20, let's do 10%. Only 2 of them succeeded. One success in a fintech or one success in a good business can wipe away the losses of the remaining 19. That's the way this thing works. So you need to sit down and really plan your life. So by the time you have like 30 companies where you own 10% of 30 companies, you just sit down at your old age, and then every year you are getting your mullah. Bemusentry, alert. I don't get alert. God will win. God will continue to win. Alert will just be dropping. So that's another thing you can do when we talk of investment. Another thing you can do when it comes to investment is real estate, which is where I play and I advise people to do. Land banking. I told you about this land. We bought this place 70,000. If you have 40 million now, you know go get. So imagine now that you start your own now at the age of 25. There are lands that were 200 before. The land of 200 is now 150 million. Victoria Garden City that we are calling VGC is 30 years this year. So VGC is 30 years now. So 30 years ago, people bought into that place. Go and find out a plot of land there now. So some people invested just 500,000. And today now, we are talking 250 million. So think about it. You may be saying, no, 30 years is too far. What have you achieved in the last 30 years? 10 years is too far. What have you achieved in the last 10 years? So a city today was a village yesterday. A village today will be a city tomorrow. So you don't wait to buy land. You buy land and you wait. So what do you need to do? Go into a bush. Go and buy a bush now. The future is cheap if you buy it today. In case you don't know, there are no villages anymore. Technology has eliminated villages. And many of the places you are calling village, people have bought it too. People have bought it already. So land banking is one thing that if you get it right, my God, you'll just be working, you'll be doing your job. As you are working, the land too is working. As you are working, the money is working for you. Very, very important. Then having real estate, having your own houses where you'll be collecting rent, but preferably having foreign investments, having houses in the developed world where they pay rent every month. Even in Africa, there are projects, where in Rwanda 2021, where there are properties there, $40,000, you get $800 a month. Now it's $1,000 every month now. Rwanda, yeah. And there's 5-year guaranteed rent. So a lot of things are happening in South Africa. A lot of African countries, you can get money in dollars. Go to all these Seychelles, go to all these Maldives, all these different places that are tourist area, put money together, go and buy a bungalow or buy a flat, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and every month you are doing $2,000-$3,000 a month for the holiday home. So there is so much investment, even in Africa, where you'll be earning dollars. Even in Nigeria, you can buy into some areas, Eko Atlantic City, everything there is dollars. You go to a lot of places, they will be paying you rent in dollars. So there are lots of things you can do in real estate that will help you in your retirement.